Episode 7 is a true plot twist. This episode is a continuation of Episode 6, although it's slightly trimmed so it's not immediately obvious that it picks up right after the previous ending. As usual, Zubul is hiding inside a toy box and is found by Pomni and the others, who expect a new adventure. However, Kane announces that there will be no new adventure today, and everyone is free to do whatever they want. Kane suggests relaxing by the digital lake near the circus tent, and the clip previously shown by Glitch Productions finally appears in the episode. I won't go into every detail from start to finish, I'll focus on the main points. Pomni encounters the mysterious mannequin that has been watching them since the early episodes. The mannequin tells Pomni that it knows a way out of the digital circus. All the members are invited, except Kinger. The mannequin refuses to explain why Kinger cannot come. To escape the digital world, they must complete several tasks: stealing a key card from Kane's mouth, obtaining administrator access for all circus members, and entering Kane's office. Eventually, they reach an administrator area where they are given a final choice: press a button to either stay in the digital circus or leave the digital world forever. Now, this is the moment that honestly annoyed me the most. When Pomni's about to press the button, she hesitates. Not because she wants to stay in the circus, but because she's unsure whether this is all a trap set by the mysterious mannequin. She wants to ask for Kinger's opinion, since we all know Kinger is extremely rational and knowledgeable. His only flaw is that he tends to lose his memory when he's not in a dark room. Zubul interrupts Pomni and urges her not to hesitate and just press the button. And honestly, Pomni's hesitation here really frustrated. Like, why not just press the button and escape the digital circus already? At the same time, Jax begins to feel anxious again. He seems traumatized by his past life as a human in the real world. Then, without fully realizing what he's doing, he presses the button to stay in the digital world. Everything freezes. Everyone goes silent, fully aware that their chance to escape is now gone. Not long after, Kane appears and announces that they have completed the adventure. This obviously confuses everyone. Why would Kane suddenly claim this was all part of an adventure? The truth is revealed. The mysterious mannequin, whose name is Abel, is actually an NPC created and controlled by Kane. He manipulated the entire circus cast, making them believe everything he said and guiding them exactly as planned. This whole scenario was part of Kane's design from the beginning. Suddenly, Jax laughs, but only for a moment. He then confronts Kane, accusing him of constantly brainwashing the circus members and playing with their minds. Jax admits that he has felt this way for a long time, and that he's completely fed up with Kane's actions. And sure enough, Kane has no problem abandoning the circus members inside the administrator room. Episode 7 ends on a cliffhanger. There's actually a lot more that could be unpacked and discussed in detail here. I might try to break down Abel's character further and question whether he was lying or telling the truth. All the evidence suggests that Abel really had been watching the circus members from the very beginning, long before this adventure even started. However, what feels suspicious is how he claimed to be Kane's co-worker, a CNA employee, a programmer, and a human who was forgotten by Kane. Think about it carefully. None of Abel's statements are consistent regarding who he actually is. It's clear that he lied about his identity, but at the same time, there are moments that make me believe parts of his story might be true. And the biggest reason for that is simple. He had been observing the circus members for a very long time. Second, Abel clearly has administrator level access and knows how to exploit system bugs to enter Kane's secret office room. Third, his behavior is simply too strange. Too strange to fully trust, yet also too strange to be nothing more than one of Kane's puppets. That's why, in this moment, Jax tells Kane that he is fully capable of manipulating people's minds. It's possible that Abel himself was already mentally manipulated, which would explain why his arguments and alibis made Kane's version of events, claiming this was all just an adventure, seem believable. If that's the case, then Abel was likely caught by Kane in the circus tent shortly after he threw the members into Kane's office. The trigger was the moment all the members secretly entered Kane's office. Do you really think Kane wouldn't notice someone sneaking into his own office? That's impossible. When Pomni was trapped in the void, Kane immediately received a notification and knew exactly where she was. So there's no way he wouldn't notice people entering his office. There's also a moment where Abel sends Pomni a message telling her to choose the correct option. This is an important message. Don't hesitate to choose the right answer. And the right answer clearly meant choosing to leave the digital world. But as we know, Pomni hesitated, and that hesitation became her fatal mistake. On the other hand, Kane and Bubble claim that pressing the other button wouldn't let them escape, but would instead teleport them to the Shrimp City. Strange? Absolutely. That excuse feels completely fabricated and painfully obvious as a lie.